and welcome to Summer Sparkling Good Time. So today's video is basically, does this kit qualify for Craftibly Craze 23? So I was watching the announcement videos, and while the Craftibly kit does not have to be a new start, you cannot be more than 50% done with your canvas. And as you can see here, it would be really hard. See if I can move you. I can show you all the way from down here. So I've done all the way across the bottom. I've done the whole far left side. And I was like, I don't know if this is more than 50% or not. And then someone else had said something to me on Instagram or somewhere, asking me how I would tell people what percentage I was done with on my canvas. Did I eyeball it? Guess. And actually, no, I'm a numbers person, and so I actually do math for it. So I'm currently having to stand on a chair to show you this kit to get as most of it as I can on screen. So I'm going to move myself down closer, and we'll go over it. But FYI, this is Escape from Eden, or Symphony number 4, by Tanya Shetseva. She has since changed her name, or they have since changed their name to Eva Gayaman. I'm not sure if I'm pronouncing any of those names right, but they have changed their name, and their artwork can be found over our DIY Moon Shop, I know, or they were. This canvas is listed as a 28 by 20 inch by Craftibly. When I measured this kit, it actually measured in at 29 by 21 inches, but like roughly closer to those numbers, but it actually measured out at centimeters better than it measured at inches. So I'm going to be showing you my math in centimeters. So when you measure this canvas, it is 75 centimeters wide and 53 centimeters tall. It's a landscape orientation. So let me pause you, move you in, and we'll talk about, oh wait, before I do that, I should say, for future preference, this is the section A. This bottom right here is section B. This is section C. I'm calling this the L shape, so this is section C. And right underneath my camera stand right there, this would be section D. Now that's important. Hold on. Okay, so where are we at? Here we are. So I have already told you that the canvas measures 75 by 53 centimeters. If I multiply 75 by 53, I get a grand total of 3,975 centimeters squared. So based on that, I know that the total is this. Now, how much have I done? So I measured, first things first is I measured over to this, oh, I got hung up. On this left-hand side, I have done from the top all the way down to the bottom at a width of 18 centimeters. And we already know that the length of this canvas, or the height of this canvas is 53 centimeters. So 18 centimeters from here to this line, and then 53 that way. So 18 times 53 is 954 centimeters squared. Okay, I got that one. Then I had to come in and measure this bottom section. Let me move my box before I throw things everywhere. Oh, I'm going to die. Okay, so then I had to come in and measure this section right here. So this section right here, which I told you is B, it's the bottom left side. So when I'm measuring this, there's a reason there's tape on it. I can't count this section because I've already counted this section when I measured section A. So section B starts from here and goes that way. And that measured at 57 inches wide by 14 inches tall. Or not inches, I'm so sorry, centimeters. So 57 by 14 is 798 square centimeters. All right, section C. That would be this one right here, because I always leave the face for last. So this little section right here measured at 13 by 8 centimeters for a total of 104 square centimeters. Okay. Then I had to do my last section, which is this one right here, which I'm calling section D. And it is an 18 centimeters across by 8 centimeters tall, which is 144 square centimeters. When I add all four of those numbers up, it tells me it's 2,000 centimeters squared, or square centimeters. I know instantly that I've done more than 50% of this kit because 4,000, if this total up here is 4,000, that would be exactly half. So, but to do the math, to find out what percent you're at, you take where you're at, the 2,000, divide it by the total, which is 39.75, and I get a 50.31%. And this takes me over the limit, so this will not qualify to be in the running for prizes on the Craftibly Craze 23. So that is how I figure out where I'm at. And that might sound crazy, but a lot of times I will measure out my sections now, especially if it's like a big kit, like the Steampunk Prowess. If it's like the Season's Summer by Alphonse Mucha, I will measure those out where I put my tape at specific intervals. So like every 10 centimeters. So then I can know at a glance, okay, I've done 5 sections all the way across. That means I've done 50 centimeters by whatever. And it's not always 10 centimeters, but I tend to go in 10 centimeters because it's the easiest math. This was I think this was my first ever premium kit that I put drills on canvas for. And I didn't know what I was doing. And like the washi tape on this is willy-nilly crazy. Willy-nilly crazy. And I was trying to work out of baggies. I didn't know what I was doing. Everything went everywhere. And I had put it away. But when they announced this Craftibly Craze 23, I'm like, oh, wait, I don't know if I'm at 50% for that kit. I'm going to jump in and see if this will work, because then I can get this whip out of my way because I like it. Now, if you have not seen the original image of Sypmphony number 4, I am going to go ahead and insert the image here. I'm going to pause for dramatic effect. Okay, if I had known what the original image looked like, I would never have bought this because I am terrified of birds. This is like my nightmare. So, but I loved this, and I mean, the colors on this kit are so gorgeous. This is no longer available, but you can sometimes find things like this at on B-Stash groups. But I mean, look at the colors. Look at the hair. I mean, the colors on this are what got me. I still find it hilarious that her nails did, but we're like fighting for our life. But and she ain't got no clothes on. And when you see that other image, it makes this image look just go in a whole different light. You know what I mean? So, but I think it's just I just fell in love with the image, and I was like, oh my gosh! When I saw the uncropped version, I was like, oh my gosh! Like, because literally, I'm scared to death of birds. So I was just going to give y'all a quick tutorial on how to figure out your percentage when it's something like this. You know, you can't have more than 1% done to participate in an event. So that's how I do it. It's real simple. If you have any questions, you're more than welcome to ask me. You basically do your math. And to me, centimeters is easy because, and I try not to use any halves. If I always err on the other side. So like if I had measured this and it was 10.5 centimeters, I'm just going to say it was 11 centimeters because I don't want to play with halves. If I would have measured like the part that was the total part, the total kit, I would, and it measured it, instead of 75, say it came in at 74.6, I would say it was 74. Because then I know that if there was an error, it's going to be making me honest and not making me a liar, if that makes any sense. So this is how I calculate the percentage complete on a kit I am So when they have the requirements, like you can't be over halfway done, you can't, and you've done something silly like this, because not all of us do, you know, sequential sections. Because like for me, I'm always going to leave this section for last. What I did is I did the bottom and I started going and I'm like, oh wait, I don't want to do that. So I stopped after I finished right here. And then I went over here and then I thought, oh, well, I might as well just go up. And so then I went up over here on the left. Let me get you over there. I went up on the left, and then my thought process was, then I will take this, and I will come across, come down, and meet this section way over here, and then I will zoom in this way, if that makes sense. Leaving her face for last, because to me, that the faces are always what I want to do last, because if I leave the face for last, I will continue to want to do it, even if I get bored with background. If I've already done the fun stuff, or the part that's most exciting to me, sometimes it's hard for me to do the background, especially if it's boring. So that's how I'm doing it, and that's how I do the math. I will leave these numbers below. I will try to write out instructions. I strongly recommend doing it in centimeters. I sure do. You can get a little tape measure, and if you're not sure how to read the tape measures, so you're very familiar, I'm sure. Oh Lord, hold on. I got to give us a blank canvas. It's seeing all kinds of stuff. Hold on. Okay, so when you're looking at your tape measure, if you're from America, you're most commonly used to looking at the inch size, which is the ones that, you know. If you're reading the centimeter side, a lot of them, they do not show it to you where it goes 10, 11. No, this is 1. So this is 10, so this is 11, 12. So you have to find your red number, to find your base number to add to it. So, oh, I locked it. Okay, I'm just choosing a random spot. So, oh, yeah, good luck, Summer. So right here, so say my measurement came in right here. It would be 80, 1, 2, 3. If it was right here, it'd be 75. And but oh, shoot, darn, I always forget about that. But I do strongly suggest that you do it in centimeters, because inches get weird, because there's 12 inches in a foot, and I don't know. I'm always afraid I'm going to miss a step on inches, because power of 10 works well for me. I know how the 10 works. When I start having to add 12, divide by 3, whatever, I'm good. I would rather just go with centimeters. It's just easier. The majority of us here in the diamond paint community are so used to using centimeters for kits, because they're designed in or manufactured in China. We're just got used to it. Like if you tell me a kit is X by X inches, I'm like, it's what? But you tell me how much it is by centimeters, I'm like, dang, okay, I got you. So that's how to calculate your percentage on your kit. Unfortunately, mine is literally 0.31% too much. I will be doing this kit in June. I won't be entering for prizes because I'm over the limit, and it is what it is. So, and I don't need anybody, like, I'm not worried about entering for prizes. I like completely forgot to do any of the entering for prizes for like the last 2 months on these events. But I've enjoyed participating and seeing other people's stuff and all that. I'm not worried about prizes. I'm not worried that ain't about all that. But making sure that you know how to calculate if you're let me try that in English. Making sure that you know and understand how to measure your kit to see if it qualifies. That's important to me. So that's what this video is about. This isn't a boo-hoo, I don't get to play, because I'm still going to do it. I'm still going to do it. I'm not going to enter, but I'm still going to do my kit, and I'm going to still be like, look, y'all. But it's just not an official entry into Craftibly Craze 23. But I'm still going to have Craftibly solidarity, because it's all about, you know, celebrating the company Craftibly. I think the owners' names are like Mike and Amy, and you know they've had a rough start to the year, so I have no problem working on this and helping promote their company at all. I think they deserve it. Everyone that I've talked to in the diamond painting community has nothing but good things to say about them, and I've done this kit, and the only reason it was on the what do you call it? Put away for so long was I dropped drills because I didn't know I was doing it, and I had to order more because I had done spilt them, and I was not playing 52,000 drill pickup. Wasn't doing it. Couldn't make me. So I have them now, and I'm going to finish this kit because I love the image. Now, I love the cropped image. We ain't going back to that scary thing. I love the cropped image. I love the colors. I love the drill quality. I love the drill feel. Everything about it is fabulous. There's a reason I don't typically work out of baggies because I'm a klutz and I'm messy. And when I first, are you ready for this? When I first started diamond painting, I did most of my diamond painting on a lap desk in my bed. I would be willing to bet that every single drill on this kit happened from my bed. And then I was like, this is ridiculous. And I got my first time in art club, and I moved to a table. But when I first started, I was doing the little Amazon kits. And, you know, on Amazon kit, that's easy to do on a lap desk. I'm like, the Amazon kits ain't no bigger than, like, say, this Fox Wisdom kit, which is, this is a 13 by 18. So this is actually a little bit bigger. So I really want to do her. I really want to do her so bad. So that's how I do the math. That's how you do it. I'll put the destruction. I always call instructions destructions, so I'm sorry. I'll put the instructions below on how to calculate it. Even if you have funny little sections. If you have, hold on. Okay, so if you work in the straight line sections like this is my Iron Man kit. His real name, like the kit name is like Genius, Billionaire, Playboy, Philanthropist, or some other combination of those 4 words. I know it's those 4 words. I can never remember what order. Now, so say you have diamond painted. Oh, no, let go of me. Like this. So, as you can see, I have done all the way up to here. I have this little square to do. And then the other color blocking of this white. And then I will have finished from here down. Let's pretend I had done those. So I know, based on what they tell me on the canvas right here, that it's a 20 by 25 or 50.8 by 64. Let's check. Let's just check. I never measure a Diamond Art Club because they're very rarely wrong. It's right, spot on 20. And spot on 25. Maybe a little bit bigger. So let's check the centimeters. Centimeters across. Let me do this for you can actually see it. So centimeters across, it says 50.8. It's right. It's right at 51. Let's call it 50 because 50 is easier. Okay. So it's 50, and then let's measure our length real quick just to make sure in centimeters. Centimeters is so much easier. It is 64-ish. I should have wrote this down. Hold on. Hold on. So I always do width times length for me. So for the total kit, I don't even remember what I measured now. Let's call it, it says 50.8. It's actually measuring closer to 51. And I'll just say it was 64 because I don't remember what I just said it was. I think I said it was closer to 65, but let's check. It's a little bit more than 64, but like only one drill pass. So 51 by 64 is going to be our total. And I got to pause you because you have my, oh wait, I have a calculator. Hold on. Okay. So 51 by 64 is 3264. So this one has a total 30,264 centimeters squared, right? Okay, great. Get out of my way. Get out of my way. Now, I'm doing this in sections. Boop, so I know, however this is, I've done the width. And so the width ain't going to change. So we're pretending that I have finished this last of this color blocking. So the width is still going to be, look at me doing that wrong. Oh, the width is still going to be 51. Okay, I did it right. So this is finished. Okay. So finished, I have 51 centimeters across. Now, how many have I done? It's easier to do it with those drills because it holds your thing. I have done about 23. So 23 centimeters of height I've finished. Okay. So I can do it like this. I can do 51 by 23 equals 1173. Now, I can take 1173 and divide it by 3264, and that tells me that I have basically 36% of this kit done at that point. Now, if you don't want to do all those steps, and you're doing it in strips, and you have a complete solid line across, complete solid line, if I knew that I did this 23 centimeters of length, I could also do 23 divided by 64, because that's the part divided by the whole. So I could do 23 divided by 64, and that's also going to give me 36%. So if you are working in strips and you have it where you can measure, it's easier. I had to do the convoluted crazy math because my kit was done in literally different sections. Because I had, oh, please, Iron Man, do not leave me. Stay right there. So because I had this long section here on the far left, then this weird little square here that didn't measure up with nobody, then all this on the bottom, plus this, I could have measured it from here down and then subtracted this, but who wants to do subtraction? Subtraction, pain in my butt. We ain't playing that game. So literally, it's super easy to figure out. If you have questions, you can ask me. I'll try to put the instructions down below. If you're trying to bring out a whip and the whip is in like this, you can choose how you want to count that. I would count if I was checking to see if this canvas was available to be used or if it was qualified to be used. And like the cutoff was 35%. I don't know how much of this isn't done. I cannot make myself do that math. And I know that this is 36%. I would say nope, it doesn't qualify, just to err on the side of caution. If they said, 36% or less, or I'd be like, okay, I know that I'm not till 36% until I get to this line, so this isn't done. I qualify. But anyways, so that was just me trying to show you how you can calculate how much percentage of your kit is complete. If you watch this video after I have edited it and you say, Summer, I still don't get it, I will try again. Gosh darn it, that little guy right there. I'll try again. I will, I promise. You just need to remember that your percentage is part of the whole. So if you put your part, my paper. So part over the whole. So if you put the part over the whole, and you have to remember that anytime you see that line, a lot of people never understood this in fashion, so I'm going to give you a quick hint. This means divide. Divide this by this. Top to bottom. This number first, divide it by that number. That's all it means. Once you do that, it's going to give you this in the decimal, and you just need to remember to bump it out too. You don't have 0.36 then, I promise. I can show you how to do it but it's pain in the butt. This is the easiest way to do it. Even if you're not sure, you can do like or like you have a canvas like I do with all the different sections, I just figured out each section, calculated, you know, each part's total, got my grand total, and then divided it by the whole. I hope that made sense. Alrighty, I'm gonna go. I'm gonna go try to edit this video and not like stab myself in the head for it. So thank you guys so much for watching. I appreciate it more than you will know. If you haven't already and you wouldn't mind, please subscribe to the channel. It's free. It helps me. I appreciate it. If you could hit the like button on your way out, that'd be awesome too. And go ahead and ring the bell for notifications if you want to know when I post a new video. You can also leave me a comment. Did I confuse you? Did I help you? Do you think I'm crazy? Do you know an easier way than what I'm doing? Because I have an accounting degree, so you never know. I could be going all 10,000 ways around this. I sometimes have a tendency to make things more difficult than they could be and overthink things. I know this. This is why diamond painting is one of my favorite hobbies, because I can just turn my brain off. So other than that, I thank you guys so much for watching. I really, really do. And I hope you have a great day, great night, great whatever. And until next time, I love y'all. Bye-bye.